I gotta say, technology has done, think about it, all, and even send cute emojis to show we care. It keeps us connected, no matter the distance. Cute emojis? Really? You think a smiley face with gives us more ways to stay in touch? Like, remember when I was traveling in Europe last year? We FaceTimed every week. That wouldn't have been possible 20 years ago. Sure, I appreciated that. But here's the thing, aren't we just substituting quality with quantity? Just because we can communicate constantly doesn't mean we're truly connecting. I don't think it's a substitute at all. It's an addition. We have more ways to show we care. I can send my partner a quick "I love you" text in the middle of a busy day. Isn't that nice? It is. But sometimes it feels superficial. How often do people just send those messages out of habit, without really thinking about it? It's like we're losing the art of a meaningful conversation. We're so used to texting that we've forgotten how to talk deeply. I see what you mean. But isn't that more about how we use technology, not the technology itself? We can choose to have deep conversations over video calls. Technology is just a tool, it's up to us to use it wisely. True. But let's be honest. How many deep conversations have we had over text? Most of the time, it's just memes and "how's your day?" It's like we're afraid of real vulnerability when we're behind a screen. Guilty as charged. But even sharing memes is a way to bond, right? And we'll get it. It's a form of connection, even if it's not always profound. I get that. But don't you think something is lost when we rely too much on screens? Like when I'm out with friends, and half of them are on their phones, scrolling through Instagram instead of talking to each other. It's like we're together, but not really together. That's a fair point. It's easy to get distracted. Technology has brought us closer in many ways. My long-distance relationship would have been impossible without it. We video call, play games online, and share our daily lives, even from miles away. And I am happy for you. But here's the thing, what happens when you're finally in the same place? Digital communication that face-to-face feels awkward? That's a bit dramatic, don't you think? But I see your point. Maybe there's a balance we need to find. Technology can be great for keeping us connected, but we shouldn't let it replace real, in-person interactions. Exactly. It's all about balance. We need to remember how to be present with each other. A screen can't replace a hug or a shared moment of silence where words aren't necessary. Agreed. So, how about this, we make a pact. Next time we hang out, we put our phones away and just enjoy each other's company. Deal. Deal. But I'm still sending you memes. Some habits are hard to break. I wouldn't have it any other way. Kyler, you won't believe the results I've seen with intermittent fasting. It's like a health game changer. Really? Intermittent fasting? Isn't that where you basically starve yourself for half the day? It sounds intense, but it's actually pretty flexible and easy to manage once you get the hang of it. And the benefits? Totally worth it. Okay, you've got my attention. Spill the beans. What exactly is intermittent fasting, and how does it work? Alright, so intermittent fasting, or IF, is all about when you eat, not what you eat. There are different methods, like the 16/8 method where you fast for 16 hours and eat during an 8-hour window. I've been doing the 16/8, and it's amazing. Sounds interesting. So, what do you do during those 16 hours? Just water and coffee. Exactly. Water, coffee, and tea are your best friends. You'd be surprised how quickly you get used to it. And the benefits? Where do I even start? Start anywhere. What benefits have you noticed? First off, I've lost weight without even trying that hard. It's like my body is finally burning fat efficiently. Plus, my energy levels are through the roof, especially in the mornings. And let's not forget the mental clarity, no more brain fog. Wow, that sounds like a dream. But isn't skipping breakfast tough? I love my morning pancakes. I thought I'd miss breakfast too, but it's all about adjusting. I shifted my eating window to noon to 8 p.m., so I still get to enjoy all my favorite foods. And believe me, those pancakes taste even better when you've waited for them. I bet. So, what's the science behind all this? Why does intermittent fasting work so well? Great question. When you fast, your insulin levels drop, which makes fat burning easier. Plus, your body goes into repair mode. It's called autophagy. It's like a spring cleaning, boosts your human growth hormone, which helps with muscle gain and fat loss. That sounds like a win-win. But aren't there different methods? How do you pick the right one? Definitely. Besides the 16/8, there's the 5-2 method where you eat normally for 5 days and then limit calories to 500-600 for the other 2 days. And then there's the eat-stop-eat method, where you fast for 24 hours once or twice a week. It's all about finding what fits your lifestyle. That's good to know. I might start with the 16/8. Any tips for beginners like me? Oh, absolutely. Start gradually, don't jump into a 16-hour fast right away. Maybe start with 12 hours and work your way up. Stay hydrated, water is key. And listen to your body. If you feel dizzy or weak, it's okay to adjust. And don't forget to eat nutrient-dense foods during your eating window. Makes sense. What about workouts? Can you still exercise while fasting? Yes, you can. In fact, some people find fasted workouts even more effective. Just listen to your body and maybe start with lighter exercises. I usually work out in the late morning, just before my eating window starts. I'm sold. I'll give it a shot. One last question, what about the social aspect? How do you handle meals with friends and family? Great flexibility. You can shift your eating window to fit social events. And being open about your fasting can help too. Most people are curious and supportive. Plus, you'll inspire them with your results. You're right. This sounds like the health kick I need. Thanks, Susie. Can't wait to start my journey. Cheers to that. Welcome to the Intermittent Fasting Club. Let's make those health goals happen.
Alex, I feel like I'm constantly running out of time. No matter how hard I try, I can't seem to get everything done. Do you have any tips?
I hear you, Jamie. Time management can be challenging, but there are some great techniques that can help. Have you heard of the Pomodoro technique?
Pomodoro technique? No, what's that?
It's a method where you work in focused intervals, usually 25 minutes, followed by a short break. This helps maintain high levels of productivity and prevents burnout. You'd be surprised how much you can accomplish in those short bursts.
That sounds interesting. Oh, sorry about that. What else can I try?
Another great method is time blocking. You allocate specific blocks of time for different tasks throughout your day. This way, you know exactly what to focus on and when, reducing the chances of getting sidetracked.
I like the sound of that. But what if I have too many tasks to handle?
That's where the Eisenhower matrix comes in handy. It's a tool that helps you prioritize tasks based on their urgency and importance. You focus on what's truly important and urgent, and delegate or eliminate the rest.
Wow! That sounds like a game changer. How do I start using it?
Start by listing all your tasks. Then, category urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither. This will give you a clear picture of what needs your immediate attention.
I can see how that would help. Any other tips for staying on track?
Yes! Try the Pareto principle, also known as the 80-20th rule. It suggests that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Identify those key tasks that yield the most results and focus on them.
These techniques sound amazing. How do I keep myself motivated to stick with them?
Set small, achievable goals and reward yourself when you reach them. Also, keep track of your progress. Seeing how much you've accomplished can be a great motivator.
Thanks, Alex. I feel much more equipped to manage my time now. I can't wait to try these techniques.
You're welcome, Jamie. Remember, it's all about finding what works best for you and being consistent. You've got this.
I will. Let's enjoy the rest of our coffee. I think you got a visitor at the door. Thank you very much, Alex.
Victoria, I've been diving into personal finance lately. It's like a whole new world opened up. Did you know that budgeting can actually be fun? Personal finance management. Tips for saving and investing.
Fun? Alex, are we talking about the same thing? Budgeting always sounded like broccoli, good for you, but not very tasty.
Trust me, it's more like chocolate with a hidden veggie. Sneakily good. I started using this app that makes budgeting feel like a game. It even has a progress bar. It's like leveling up in real life.
Okay, that's intriguing. I love a good game. So, what's your high score in budgeting?
Well, I've managed to save 20% of my income for the past 3 months. I call it the latte factor, cutting out small daily luxuries that add up. I mean, who needs a $5 coffee every day, right?
Blasphemy. But I get it. Those lattes do add up. So, what's next after you save? Stuffing the cash under your mattress?
No way. That's old school. I'm all about investing now. I even started with index funds. It's like planting a money tree, water it with a little cash, and watch it grow.
I always thought investing was for people in suits and ties, not hood ties, not hoodie wearing, Netflix binging folks like us.
That's the beauty of it. You don't need to be a stock market wizard. Index funds are like a smoothie with all the good stuff blended in, stocks from different companies. It's low risk and perfect for beginners. Plus, you can start with small amounts.
That sounds more my speed. But what about all these new investing trends, like cryptocurrency? Feels like everyone's either getting rich or losing everything.
Ah, the wild west of investing. Crypto's like a roller coaster, thrilling but unpredictable. I dabble a little, but only with what I can afford to lose. It's important to have a balanced portfolio, some safe investments and a few risky ones for the thrill.
So, index funds are the veggies, and crypto is the dessert?
Exactly. But remember, it's not about cutting out the fun stuff, it's about balance. And speaking of balance, I also set up an emergency fund. It's like a financial cushion, so if life throws a pie in my face, I'm ready.
A pie in the face sounds deliciously disastrous. But I like this emergency fund idea. How much should I aim for?
The rule of thumb is 3 to 6 months of living expenses. It's like your finance.
Makes sense. I guess it's time to start my own budgeting game. But, quick question, how do you stay motivated to stick to all this?
I treat myself when I hit goals. It's like gamifying my finances. Save $500? I get a new book or a small gadget. It's all about positive reinforcement.
So, you're basically treating yourself like a well-trained pet? I love it. This whole conversation has been like a light bulb moment. I'm ready to jump on the personal finance train.
That's the spirit. And hey, if we stick to this, who knows? Maybe we'll be sipping lattes in Paris next year, paid for by our smart investing.
Now that's a plan I can get behind. Paris. Here we come, one index fund at a time.
Cheers to smart saving, investing, and future adventures.
Cheers. And to figuring out this adulting thing, one budget at a time.
Hey Alex, I've been hearing a lot about mindfulness and how it can boost productivity. Can you tell me more about it?
Absolutely, Jamie. Mindfulness is a game changer when it comes to enhancing productivity. It's all about being present in the moment and fully engaged with whatever you're doing.
That sounds interesting. How exactly does mindfulness help with productivity?
Great question. Mindfulness helps reduce stress and improve focus. You're less distracted by worries and more in tune with your tasks. This leads to better concentration and efficiency.
So, it's like being in the zone?
Exactly. It's often referred to as achieving a flow state, when you're effortless and time flies by.
That sounds amazing. How can I start practicing mindfulness?
There are several ways to incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine. One effective method is mindfulness meditation. Just a few minutes a day can make a big difference. Focus on your breath, let go of distractions, and bring your attention back to the present moment.
I've heard about meditation but never tried it. Is it hard to get started?
Not at all. Start with just 5 minutes a day. Find a quiet spot, sit comfortably, and focus on your breathing. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back. There are also great apps like Headspace and Calm that can guide you.
I'll definitely give it a try. Any other tips for staying mindful throughout the day?
Yes! Practice mindful breathing during breaks. Take a few deep breaths. Also, try to be fully present eating, walking, or working.
I can see how that would help. What about at work? How can I be more mindful there?
At work, try to single task instead of multitasking. Focus on one task at a time and give it your full attention. Also, take short mindfulness breaks. Even a minute of mindful breathing can reset your focus and reduce stress.
These tips are really helpful. How long does it take to see results?
You'll start noticing benefits within a few weeks if you practice regularly. Improved focus, reduced stress, and increased productivity are just some of the positive changes you'll experience.
I'm excited to start my mindfulness journey. Thanks for the insights, Alex.
You're welcome, Jamie. Remember, mindfulness is a practice. The more you do it, the better you'll get. Enjoy the journey and the productivity boost.
I will. Let's enjoy the rest of our coffee and this beautiful beach.